Okay, so now I have trimmed mine down, and the next thing that we need to do is the ironing line. So I'm going to fold my piece of paper, my guide, over again. So now that I can see the ironing line, okay, and then place it on and just double check again that point at the bottom. Make sure that it is in line with the star. Okay. And again, you can choose to pin now, or you can draw a line again. This line will probably be visible, so I do recommend using a fabric pen for this, or a really light pencil if you don't have one, or you could use chalk, tailor's chalk as well. And what we're going to do is we need to iron in the hem. So remember, you have got 4 layers here, because you've got the back and the front. So we're going to start with the front. We're going to open it out, keeping that on the fold line and checking again. And what we want to do is we need to iron in these sides and this bottom bit, so that we've got a nice sharp edge for us to do our stitching. So as I said, you might want to pin this or draw a line, and then you're going to start with the diagonals. So you are going to turn under this diagonal. It's a bit tricky, this bit, and so spend your time, take your time on it. This is well worth spending a bit of time on. It is tricky. So this would be good when you if you've got a pin or a drawing line there. I'm just demonstrating that you're going to turn that under, and then you're going to iron it. So you're going to press this line here. Once you've done that line, you're going to fold over the next diagonal and press that line. Okay, so you're going to do the 2 diagonals first, because when we do the sides, you want to do the side all the way down the end. So you're going to do the 2 diagonals first on this end. Then you are going to swap it around and do the diagonals on the opposite end. So I'm going to do that, take it over to my iron and show you what I mean. Okay, so what I have done is I've drawn around the ironing line template onto my fabric. And I've done it on the opposite side as well, and then joined the edges together. So you've got the shape of the whole banner. And I've used, the fabric pen that I'm using is air erasable at one end and water erasable at the other end. But the air erasable is a little bit tricky to see. So I've gone for the water erasable so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And that's why here, where I've gone a little bit wonky, doesn't matter, because I know that at the end I can just wash it away. So I'm going to start with this left-hand diagonal, and I'm just going to, oh, the good thing I was going to say about the drawing around with the pen is you can see now that's what the finished banner is going to be, so you can make sure that it's all lined up and looks okay. So I'm going to fold under to the line, just like we did with the paper guide. And I want a nice sharp line. I'm going to press that down. You may want to cover up your embroidery with a tea towel or something to protect your stitches, particularly if you've got a very hot iron. So I'm just going to keep manipulating that till I'm happy with the shape. Okay, and then I'm going to repeat on the other side. Now this bit's going to be quite thick because you've got 4 layers of fabric in there. As I said, this does take a little bit of time, but if you do this bit and press the lines really well, it will make the stitching a lot easier. So there we can see I have got a point. I'm going to repeat that at the opposite end with the diagonals. So one way that you can do it is to use the lines that you've drawn. Another way you could do it is to fold your piece of fabric in half again and then match it up with the one underneath. So if I did it on my line, it would pretty much match up, but if I try and get it a bit more precise, there we go, and then iron that down. So what we're looking for, oops, what we're looking for is two nice edges like that for our stitching afterwards to put our banner together. That's what we're aiming for. And repeat that on the other side, folding it over, matching it up, making sure we've got a nice point there, and then pressing down. So now the last things that we need to do are the two sides. So I'm going to open it out again and fold in that side and press. I'll do one half first, I think, and then the other. It's a bit long. Just making sure that where you've got the points that meet at the corners, that those are pressed nice and sharp to give you a good corner effect. Just turn it over and go along that line again. And then repeat on the other side. Okay, what I'm doing now is I am just matching up all of the edges that I have pressed, just turning them all in again, making sure that I'm happy with the look, and then I'll give it one more go over with the iron. As you can see, you can see my lines, which is why it's really good to use a fabric pen for this and nothing else, otherwise you could see, or a tailor's chalk. And then I'm just gonna, that is gonna be our finished banner size. Like that.